Thank you, Craig. I must say, that's a very hard act to follow. Very hard act to follow. Good afternoon, members of the media and Bermuda. It is a privilege to be named the One Bermuda Alliance candidate for constituency number 11, Devonshire East, a constituency that I have had the honor of representing for the last 4 years in Parliament. Devonshire East is a unique constituency as it contains within its borders several residential areas, several businesses, the Elliott Primary School, and the Mid-Atlantic Wellness Institute. And this combination gives rise to a wide variety of issues which directly affect the people of Devonshire East. During my tenure as MP for the area, I have worked with area residents to improve the security around the Elliott School, a school attended by children of many of my constituents. I continue to work with the residents of Devon Spring Road to try to persuade the government to fulfill its responsibilities to do what is necessary to reopen the southern end of Devon Spring Road. It's been a problem for many, many years, long before I got there. Nationally, I believe that this next election provides Bermudians with a unique opportunity to turn the page on the fortunes and the quality of life of our island home. In the past 5 years, the people of Devonshire East and across the island have been hit by job losses, shrinking paychecks, break-ins, shootings, cutbacks in public services, and tax increases. These are the consequences of a government that has taken its eye off the ball and has failed to put the interests of working Bermudians first. Now, the choice in the coming election is clear and simple: to continue as we are or make a decisive change for the better. When you boil it down, it's as simple as that. Today, we have a government that has presided over the biggest loss of wealth, income, and opportunity in our lifetimes. They want to blame everybody but themselves for this situation. But clearly, the state of government finances speaks for itself. Their policies have been a major contributor to Bermuda's loss of competitiveness, to the loss of jobs, to the reduction of future prospects for Bermudians. Bermudians are just not buying the line that all of this is the fault of the global recession. Just 2 nights ago, I'm sure many of you watched it, just 2 nights ago, President Obama, in the State of the Union address, declared that 3 million jobs have been created in the United States over the past 22 months. And more jobs were created in the last year than in 2005, when there was no recession at all. Yet, as we speak, Bermudians are still losing their jobs. So we must face up to the reality that parts of the Bermudian economy are broken, and we must fix it. We must fix those parts. The rest of the world won't. Now, the PLP say I am a prophet of doom and gloom.
Truth. Truth.
Not so. Not so. like some of us here, many of us standing before you, I am an entrepreneur. Mm-hmm. And you have to be optimistic to be an entrepreneur.
Yes.
But I strongly believe in telling the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That was the way I was raised. If the facts are bad, I'm going to tell you so. I am not a member of the "we had to mislead you" club.
Good point.
The sheer unpredictability of this government has had a devastating effect on people's confidence in it and helped to undermine their confidence in Bermuda as a whole. For example, they said that we were on the road to recovery. Remember the road to recovery? They said we were on the road to recovery. Then the very next year, they said the outlook was grim. There was an unexpected tax increase, which was rolled back a year later. They told expatriate pot washers recently to get out. Then they reversed themselves almost the next day. Who knows what they will do next? This track record is the opposite of a steady hand on the wheel. Mm-hmm. This current situation has many Bermudians anxious about their future. Some have even given up hope. The One Bermuda Alliance hasn't given up hope, and neither have I. We have been steadfast in our beliefs and our positions. We can restore wealth, opportunity, and safety, and bring a bright future for our children. If, the big word if we take the right corrective actions. Now, the OBA has already sketched out our plan to turn this economy around. The details of our plan are grounded in two fundamental truths. One, the government has outgrown the economy. Mm-hmm. Expenses are out of control, and we need to rein it in. Two, we must recognize that the ultimate source of all our money, our meaning, we Bermudians, the ultimate source of all of our money is from foreign customers. We must identify those foreign customers, welcome them, and provide them the services that they require. By doing that, the people of Bermuda will get what they need to succeed. My colleagues and I are going to build what we call an opportunity economy. An economy that makes it possible for people to build careers, grow their businesses, and earn enough money to feed, clothe, and educate their families, pay their bills, and have some fun in their lives. Mm-hmm. We are going to stop the decline and restore confidence in Bermuda. We are going to end this era of anxiety and disappointment. That means making government work better for people. It means government cultivating conditions that help people succeed. It means government working as a facilitator instead of someone that puts up roadblocks. It means government working for people and not itself.
Yep.
We are going to move Bermuda forward, again, with confidence and faith in who we are as a people. Mm-hmm. That's our foundation. The One Bermuda Alliance approach will cause confidence to replace disillusionment. A disillusioned Bermuda will fail. A confident Bermuda will succeed, going on from strength to strength. That's my mission. And that's the mission of my colleagues. Bermudians, we can do this.
Yep.
This I believe with every fiber of my being. And that is why I am running again to represent the people of Devonshire East. Now, finally, in closing, I would like to make an invitation to the Minister of Finance. You recall, and it's been talked about even in today's paper, you'll recall there's something that was called the big conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the big conversation today is the Bermuda economy. Now, to help Bermudians participate in this big conversation, I invite the Minister of Finance to a televised debate on the economic issues of this country. Hopefully that debate can take place before the next general election. And with that, I will take any questions you may have. Thank you.
Mr. Richards, what does your party think of this idea of a 35% duty hike all over the island to bring down the retail situation?
Well, I think that any tax hike at this point in time is going to be detrimental to the economy and end up costing people more money. And that's just going to be passed on to consumers. So it's you know, the rule is if you raise taxes, it dampens the economy. This economy doesn't need any dampening. This economy needs stimulating policies, and certainly that is not one.
The retail section said it's in crisis. What would you do for them?
Well, to help the retail sector out of its crisis, we need to get them more customers.
Exactly.
I mean, that's the problem. You know, we don't have as many people living in Bermuda. You know, we don't have very many tourists. And, you know, we could talk a long time about tourism. But the fact is that we have basically two sets of customers. We have tourists and we have international business people. Well, there's a whole lot less international business people in Bermuda. They're the ones who used to keep the retail sector buoyant.
Mm-hmm.
They're not here anymore, a lot of them. Mm-hmm. And so we need to concentrate on issues that will help refloat this economy.